These cousins are normal kids. But these kids have accomplished something extraordinary. They've managed to raise enough money to dig a well in Africa, free a family of bonded labor slaves in Afghanistan, and more recently, purchase a brand new ultrasound machine through Focus on the Family's Option Ultrasound. It all started with a couple of courageous parents and a little gray mug.
That was a lot of money that you guys helped raise. What was one of the hardest things you had to do for that? Go ahead.
So I think it was cupcakes in the cold. It was freezing out there.
We did a lemonade stand.
Probably vacuuming, picking up sticks.
Well, the car wash was really fun. I also think that washing windows was pretty fun.
There's this box that I put money in, but you can't see on the front. When you open the box, you can see it.
So how did the church find out about this project with the ultrasound machine?
I think Mom started it.
Getting our kids involved in service projects now at a young age sets a whole temperature of our family values.
Yeah, I think being aware of issues and problems in the world at a young age kind of fosters that eye towards being able to think about like the impacts of different issues.
I think the first thing I remember my parents doing specifically pro-life was my mom has this mug. It's a gray mug and it says Creme 2 News. And I remember my dad being so proud of this mug that my mom has.
There was a radio or a television station out of Spokane that had, I think it was something called Soapbox, and anybody could get on and talk about anything for 5 minutes. And I thought, well, I've got something to say about this. And so I worked up a little speech and approached them, and I was able to speak for 5 minutes on pro-life issues. And they gave me a coffee mug as a souvenir. When there's an opportunity, I like to take it. And there are opportunities all around us, but that's one that was early in our kids' memory.
When we're doing our ministries, we try to be really intentional for finding ways that we can bring our children in and teach them to do these things so they can grow up and they can become men and women who love Christ well by loving other people well too.
Those values were instilled in me really young, just like they were in you too. So we just tried to take those and take what we're given and then pass it along to the kids as best as we can.
Yeah, we're taking care of dogs and we're washing cars, but we're also selling horrible art and cupcakes that you probably shouldn't eat. And people are so generous.
The kids were washing windows. You know, standard doors are tall enough for a grown-up to walk through, and kids can only see the lower half. So all of my windows and doors are immaculate. In this little section right across here, where their arms and their eyes see.
Cousins with a Cause came to the children's church.
They lined up right there in front of the kids and told what they were doing, and probably 27 to 30 different families participated. And we achieved the goal in like half the time we thought it might take.
We're pro-life just not because it's a good idea, but because God is. We need to realize as a family or as a church that we're not raising children. We're raising 35-year-old adults who just happen to be 5 at the time.
Would you like to know some news?
Yeah.
You have enough to free a whole family of slaves now. The values that they see you living, they remember. You remember, even through your own adult eyes, what it was like as a kid, and you see what your parents do, and it's about living faithfully, even just in front of your kids.
If other kids wanted to do something like what you guys have done, what would you say to them? How would you encourage them?
I would say that you can do it. I would encourage them like this. You're awesome and you've done a good job.